What's going on, everyone? Sebastian here. Today I'm going to show you 3 easy steps on how you can rank your products on page 1 of Amazon. So the game is changing, and it's really important now that you go ahead and strategize with concise action. That way you'll increase your likelihood of exceeding long-term on the marketplace, okay? So the very first step, so actually before I even get into the first step, I want to preclude this by saying, I have a lot of sellers. So my company is called ZonRush. We help sellers launch and rank their products using Facebook ads, and we help you manage your PPC campaigns to profitable levels and scale at that point. And from over 600 product launches that we've done, what I've started to see is that the launches that are doing the best are the category is not as competitive. So it's sellers who actually took the time to dive into their product research, make sure they find a winner, they source it inexpensively, and of course, you want as little competition as possible. Now, the marketplace is changing, and if you got a product, let's say from a guru saying, look, here's a list of 100 products, or you're paying someone on a marketplace to get your product, to give you product ideas, to give you a product, then you're already setting yourself up for failure, because odds are they're sending that exact same group of products to everybody. So if you're getting a recommended product, it's going to be highly competitive, and it's going to decrease your likelihood of succeeding. So it's best to take the product research into your own hands. Yes, it's going to be more tedious, but just like with anything in life, if you want to succeed, you got to put in the work, okay? So don't get any products that are recommended to you by some guru or some list or whatever. Those are going to be extremely competitive, and it's going to be an uphill battle for you. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the very first step, which is when you're launching and ranking your products on Amazon, it's important to have a specific strategy in mind. And the first step, or the first strategy, is when you're targeting a keyword with the super URL, you're going to want it to be a long tail. Keyword. There we go. Okay. So the reason why you want to target a long tail keyword first is, one, you can target more than one keyword. So long tail keyword means it has at least, long tail has at least 4 words. Okay. You want it to have, less than 1,000 sellers competing for that specific keyword, or having that keyword in their phrase. So you're going to actually need a tool to help you in your research finding these keywords. You want it to have at least between 3 to 6 monthly searches. Sorry about that. Searches. There we go. Okay, so long tail keyword, and with the long tail keyword, you can do 2 keywords. And so what I've seen sellers having trouble with is they're trying to target highly competitive keywords too quickly. And you can do it that way. So you can go after your main keyword after your product launch, no reviews, but you're going to have to do a much larger giveaway at a higher discount. Okay, so it's going to be much more competitive to squeeze your product in there. So a better strategy that we're starting to see is target long tail, right? Save yourself a headache. And again, a long tail, this does take time to research, but again, like I just mentioned before, anything that's worth doing is going to require a little bit of elbow grease on your part. So long tail keywords, you can target up to 2. It has at least 4 words, less than 1,000 competitors, and 3 to 6,000 monthly searches. So this is a pretty good criteria, and the reason why you're going to want to do it this way is because what we're starting to see is, for certain competitive niches, and overall, I guess in every category, you're going to want to do at least 2 launches. So the first launch is kind of getting your foot in the door, ranking for 2 long tail keywords, and then once you're ranked, you're going to start to get organic sales with these keywords, and you're going to start to build up your verified reviews. And once you get to at least 25 reviews. And actually, I'm going to get into that into the next step, so I don't want to get ahead of myself here. But this is going to be part one. It's better to target long tail keywords, because on your second product launch, okay, then you can target your short tail keywords. You know, some of those juicy keywords that, you know, have a ton of volume, they have a lot of competition, but the ability, you're going to already rank indirectly for some of those keywords, not on page one, but you're going to rank higher. I mean, your BSR is going to increase, okay? So when you're targeting those short tail keywords on your second product launch, it's going to be so much easier because you already have organic momentum from the long tail keywords. So this strategy gives you organic how do you spell momentum? There we go. There we are. So you need as much organic momentum as you possibly can get when you want to target those short tail keywords. So right out the gate, when you're targeting short tail keywords, it's going to be extremely hard, and it's possible, but again, you don't want to give away a ton of inventory, right? You want to rank for some of these keywords, not very many competitors, decent search volume, and this is going to start to build your sales velocity organically, okay? And so that way, you know, after 60 days, when you're ready to target those short tail keywords, boom, you already have reviews and you have this organic momentum pushing your listing, and it's going to be so much easier. So this is going to be one of the easiest ways to get yourself on page one for those juicy keywords, is by first breaking it down into 2 long tail keywords. I hope I broke that down. If you have any questions on this strategy, it's something that we started implementing for sellers at ZonRush. You know, sellers have been targeting short tail keywords, and you know, that's fine if you want to do that, but we actually will help you find some of these long tail keywords based on our recommendation. We use really good tools that help us track all of this for you to give you a really accurate number and a competitive strategy for the long term, okay? So this is step one. Now let's go ahead and go to step 2. All right, step 2, verified reviews. So before you think about raising your price on Amazon, you want to get at least 25 reviews, okay? And the reason you want at least 25 reviews, this is going to be before raising price. This is so important because it's very tempting after you do a product launch to say, okay, you know what, I'm doing decently on sales, let's go back to my premium price. So maybe it's $10, $15, $20 more than you currently have it. And so sellers get excited, they're picking up some momentum, and then they're saying, boom, let's raise the price, you know, $10, $20. And what that does is you're gonna make more profit, but again, until you have at least 25 reviews, you need some social proof to carry your product, to keep your product from falling off a cliff when it comes to sales. And a lot of sellers have raised their price too early before getting, you know, these 25 reviews, and you know, they'll lower it again back to their launch price, but then they're having a harder time to bringing it back up to the original sales velocity. So you know, you're doing good, you're like, okay, this could work, you're getting your next product idea, and you're saying, let's raise the price, let's start making some good money. That's fine and dandy, but have at least 25 reviews. It's gonna make your life just so much easier, and it'll give you some decent social proof to back up your product being priced at whatever your premium price is, okay? But don't do this too soon. So 25 reviews is your social proof. This is to say, yeah, my product is all that in a bag of chips. Here's why people love it. You know, you got some good ranking, you have your decent sales velocity. Boom, 25 reviews is, on average, seems to be the golden number where people can start to raise your price. And then don't also, before you raise your price also, you know, you have your 25 reviews, raise it in increments over at least a period of 30 or 45 days. Don't just go straight to your premium price. So if your product is, let's say, $29.99, but you know you can sell it for the premium price is $49.99, right? So this is going to be your launch price, and but you know this is where you ultimately want to be, right? This is where you're starting to recoup your money, have more money to purchase larger batches of inventory, get your next product. You need these margins to do all that, and that's perfectly fine. So before you make the pivot from your launch price to your premium price, before you make the pivot, don't do it completely, right? What you want to do is incrementally raise the price. So 1 week, try to break it up in batches of 5 if you can. So this one would be, week 1, where you're starting to think about raising your price post launch, and after you have 25 reviews, week 1 after this, try $34.99. Measure your results, right? Usually, your sales velocity is not gonna slow down too much, and then week 2, boom, try $39.99. And you can see where I'm going with this. Go all the way up, but wait at least a week, because with at least a week, you'll have sufficient data, if you're looking at your numbers, to record, okay, what's my conversion rate after I've raised it $5? Okay, did it drop a little? Is it the same? If it dropped a little bit, okay, now let's raise it to $39.99. Sometimes the conversion rate doesn't even change. Other times it actually increases a little bit because there's more perceived value to it. It's pretty interesting. So raise it in batches, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, until you get to your premium price. That way you can measure the data, and when you have all of this data, okay, this is going to help you ultimately when you're ranked on page 1. This is going to help you sell at your premium price, because you incrementally moved your way to your premium price, and that way your rank will not fall off a cliff because you did it all too soon. You're doing it, giving the Amazon algorithm time to adjust to your product change. You're driving your PPC, and then boom, there you go. You'll get your $49.99, but do it in batches of weeks. Try to break it down. That way you can measure your results, okay? And the whole purpose of this step to ranking on page 1 is by avoiding what not to do, which is dramatically raising your price, because if you're ranked on page 1, it's gonna stall, it's gonna tank. And that's because people are saying, okay, there's not enough social proof to back up this premium price point, so their conversions are gonna drop too quickly, and until you have this to hold your place, it's gonna be an uphill battle trying to go back to this price, okay? So do it in batches, all right? So I hope that made sense. Let's go ahead and go to step number 3. All right, so step number 3 is relaunch, okay? Relaunch, and now you can go after short tail keywords. Now, it's best to do your relaunches targeting one short tail keyword at a time. If you break it up into 2 short tail keywords, maybe they both have really great search volume, but the purpose of a relaunch is to rank you for one keyword. That way you can build up sales velocity and get the job done. So target one short tail keyword. There we go. Okay, so when you're doing this, again, like I previously said on step 1, your very first launch should be going after 2 long tail keywords. You rank for those because competition is less and it has decent search volume. You rank for those, so that way once you're starting to build up your reviews, you're building up your price, now you can relaunch going after your meat and potato keyword, if you will, okay? And you have that organic momentum from the long tail keywords thrusting your product, long tail keywords are right here. This is your organic momentum. Boom. And you can have, and this is search volume. Okay. So this is long tail, we got short tail. So as you can see on the chart here, this little graph, bit amateur, but work with me. Search volume, organic momentum. You get the job done here for the long tail keywords. You know, you're getting your social proof up here and building up your price. Now you can do your short tail launch right there, boom. Right, now that's your short tail. You rank for that, and it's going to be so much easier to do that because you have your social proof, you have organic momentum from your long tail keywords. And one last thing to add on the relaunch is you need to go hard. So you need to have external traffic, right? So you're going to bring traffic to your listing, or partner with ZonRush. We're experts in external traffic. That's our 100% our focus, that in PPC, but you also need to build a PPC campaign. And here's how you're going to build out your PPC campaign. And the reason why you need to build out a PPC campaign is because you need, you know, some of your discounted sales offset by full priced purchases on Amazon. And it's pretty cool because on Amazon you can target the keywords. As you know, you can target an exact match keyword. So you're going to put one campaign targeting one keyword, and you're going to want to bid. Again, this is to get the job done at least 40% above Amazon's suggested bid. Okay, so again, the whole point of this entire strategy is to get you full price purchases on PPC, targeting your in an exact match. Make sure you change the match type to exact, and you only have that one keyword, and then Amazon's going to give you their suggested bid, and at that point you're going to go 40% above that. That way you're winning you're taking, you know, from the market share. When your product is at the bid auction, you're going to take up a lion chunk of that relative to your competitors, because you're 40% above what Amazon suggests. And it's going to be a little bit expensive, but the whole purpose of this is you're formulating your whole strategy. There's a method to this, and this is going to help you rank faster for the short tail keyword, because you're going to be getting full price purchases coupled with, you know, your external traffic purchases. Okay, and when you combine these three strategies together, then that's going to set you up for long-term growth on Amazon. Okay, so the whole purpose of ranking is to land and stick the landing. Okay, and sellers sometimes don't stick the landing because they go after the competitive keyword too soon. And again, like I said earlier, that's fine, but on average it's going to be much harder to go right after this keyword. Okay, it's going to be an uphill battle, if you will, because this is what everyone's doing. So it's better to go back to step one, do step two, you know, building up that social proof. It's not, you're not going to launch your product on Amazon and, you know, in 2 weeks you're already making your premium price, and just because you ranked on page one. It doesn't work that way. You actually need a built out strategy, and this is the easiest way that I've seen from all the product launches that I've done. This fully encompasses a strong strategy. Okay, this is methodical, and it's going to increase your chances of success. Okay, so first long tail, short tail, you're building up your organic momentum after your first launch, so that way on your second launch, again, you have your verified reviews, you have your momentum right here, and then you're going to go hard also on the PPC with one keyword. Okay, so that basically covers this. I hope you loved this video. I get so many emails from sellers asking, you know, what the right way to launch is. So I decided to make this video to break it up into bite-sized chunks with an actual method for you to consider when you're going to launch your next product, or even if you want to relaunch your current product. Okay, and the beautiful thing about this is that, you know, once you rank for this product, you know, your reviews are going to start to increase at a faster rate because of the increased organic traffic. Now, if there's a second long tail keyword, boom, go after that one. Go after the short tail keywords one at a time, right? You can do this to as many short tail keywords as you want. Once you rank for this one, boom, go after the next one. So this is what really builds those listings that have the best seller rank, that are crushing it on Amazon, is that they're breaking their goals into small chunks and then executing per goal. Okay, so if you love this video, please go ahead and leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna have a ton more launch methods coming out in the next 30 days. I have a lot of emails that instead of me having to answer all of them, I'm just gonna start making videos to answer what the common denominator is with all the questions I get asked. Okay, so yeah, that covers this strategy, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.